everyone, this is Duck,
And I'm Egg.
and today we'll be talking about Alien from
Ooh.
1987.
Ooh.
Wait, was it 1987?
1979.
Oh, I'm great at this. From 1979.
Awesome. Okay. Um, so
All right.
first, so sorry, go ahead.
So first we talk. Let's talk about the story real quick. So we open up. Um, so the movie opens up with us seeing a ship,
Yes, I believe
which
they're
is
minors.
yes, they are miners. Their job is they're in the ship. They are put into hypersleep or cryosleep. Then they go to a planet,
It
mine of
was,
its natural resources,
yes,
leave, go back to hypersleep, go back to Earth.
exactly. But then something happens. They get it right. They wake up, right? They eat. I really like the scene at the beginning where it's just them. There's always that one scene in the movie where it shows how happy everything is right before death.
Yes, I like how it really makes it feel like they are a crew, like just the back and forth banter.
Yeah, yeah, it's good. Really good. Sometimes I enjoy watching old movies. Sometimes. And they,
Sometimes.
yeah.
Then I'm struggling to remember the exact premise right now. I'm kind of under the weather a bit. Um, they detect, I believe, a cave. Yes, it was a cave. I don't remember if they like detected or saw it. Um, and then they send out a small crew, which involved, oh gosh, name. I can't. Why I'm good at names. I am good at names.
It was,
Kane.
yeah,
Kane.
it was, yeah. Kane was, yeah,
They sent
Kane and
Kane,
Thomas,
not Ripley. Ripley wasn't
no.
there.
Was Lambert there? I
I
think
think it
Lambert.
was. I think it was Parker and Lambert as well.
Okay, yeah, Kane, Parker, and Lambert, right? And Kane is the guy, rest in peace, who discovered the no, wait, face huggers. I almost said face eaters.
The Facehuggers. He discovered
Yes.
what seemed to be a large amount of eggs. He hovered over one a bit, and then it opened up. He investigates closer, like an idiot, and then out comes this spider-looking thing with a
Kaboom!
tail. Looks like it's made of skin. It's really creepy, really gross, and
Really
it
cool.
latches onto his face.
Yes. So everyone thinks, oh no, something's happening, right? So he gets taken back to the dropship, right? Where
I think it's called Nostromo. Yes, Nostromo.
okay, well, dropship was easier to remember. Okay.
All right,
Where
so
they
it's Nostromo. Yep.
yeah. And right, and they obviously have no idea what to do since it's a new species, right? And with this really cool scene, I don't remember if it's right after this, but some acid spills from the thing's face, and it kind of
So
goes
what
through it.
happened was they take him to the med bay and they
Yeah.
try to take it off. They first try prying, but when they touch it, it threatens to kill him by tightening its tail around his throat. They
Yeah,
also make
okay,
the
yeah.
observation that it is supplying him with oxygen.
Right. Oh,
So
okay, yeah, I remember that.
it's not an immediate threat to his life, but they still try to get it off him. What they do is they cut it, which leads to acid blood,
Yeah,
which
oh, okay,
I
yeah.
have not zero idea how in the world they decided to evolve that, but
Had
they
to
did.
had to
It's
have been like
another defense against them taking off their host.
okay, this is the 70s, so obviously a lot of them were on some fun juice. And the director had to been like, dude, what if, hear me out, them acid blood. And they all started like, and the whole writer's room was just like, it was like laughing because happy juice.
Jeez. All right. Then um, they um, they keep discussing. Ripley's mad at them because they're breaking protocol,
Yeah,
um, quarantine protocol. They're supposed to be locked down
yeah.
in case
Rip,
it's a
yeah,
virus.
yeah. Ripley, believe, the whole movie, she's one of the only characters who like stays professional, follows everything, because in Crisis, right, things tend to get out of hand. So props to Ripley for being able to stay somewhat calm.
Then one of the best scenes in the movie is when everything's cool, calm down. Then suddenly Kane just starts yelling in pain, convulsing, falls to the floor, and then out of his chest bursts this small snake thing that doesn't have eyes. It looks like a phallic object.
Ugh. Called the
What
I
one of the
believe chest
reasons
burster.
chest burster, yes. The reason it's one of the best scenes is due to the fact the actors did not know it was going to happen. They were given a false script that said it was going to be like a calm time. They're going to crack some jokes.
And
So
then
that was true horror they felt.
oh, oh yeah. I mean, yeah, really love. I I'd love to be there in the 70s during or like in there like during that scene, but I'm pretty sure almost everyone got a heart attack. It's like, oh my God, he's dying or something like that, or just utter confusion. So go back and watch that with this new information.
Yeah, pretty fun.
Yeah.
Uh,
And then, of course, obviously that, it goes from that to what is most known. That's where the tone shift from the calm to the scary, right? Where the xenomorph is
what I probably
kind of,
should have
yeah.
mentioned was the facehugger fell off of him, and he seemed to be fine before this.
Oh,
So
right.
they thought he was completely fine.
Yeah, he felt fine, but obviously,
He felt fine until he was murdered.
yeah, I believe, oh, what's after the facehugger? It doesn't immediately turn to xenomorph. It's like this snake doodad thingy.
The chest burster, and what it does is it I think it needs food and time to grow up into a full xenomorph. Um, but Brett follows the crew's cat, where they find
Jones.
the fully grown. Oh, is his name Jones?
The
I just called
cat's
him by
name
his
is,
actor's name.
no, 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 the cat's name is Jones.
Yeah. So they follow the cat Jones and find a fully grown xenomorph
Props
that
to cat.
attacks him.
Props to cat.
Yes, props
Best
to the
actor in the
cat.
whole movie.
Obviously,
Obviously,
the
obviously.
got started trained,
The cat. No, 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 no.
and
Not
it
Sigourney
and he
Weaver. The cat.
drags. Oh, he
Sorry.
drags the xenomorph drags the body into the air shafts, which is its main mode of transportation, and kind of builds to the suspense because you don't know where it's going to pop out of. You know generally where it could, but not when or where.
Yeah.
Then Dallas enters the ducts with a makeshift flamethrower. Oh my god,
Flamethrower?
flamethrower! I said flamethrower.
The
The
fl
brain rot's getting to me.
the flamethrower.
The brain rot's getting to me.
Fun.
Yeah. So with the makeshift flamethrower, which made a appearance in TF2. Fun fact.
Mm.
It's actually meta if you are a little beezy and hide in the corner.
Okay.
But what he's trying to do is he's trying to force it into the airlock so they can try to eject it.
Mm-hmm. Which does
And
not
he is
work.
attacked by the xenomorph. Um, then all Parker finds is the flamethrower.
Yeah. This is the part during the movie where like, okay, like the entire okay, Alien is the movie to invent the final girl thing, right? Right? Because usually in movies, okay, you got the main character, right, or something like that, okay? And then that's movie you don't know who's gonna live and die, which is what is really good about it. Like
What I believe they're trying to do, I think they made you believe that Kane was the first, was the main character because he kind of was doing a lot of things first.
yeah, it was Kane and Dallas. The captain going back watching it, they've like Callan combined the two. They gave English. They gave Dallin like a lot of like attention. Dallin Kane, I think maybe like they were trying to either leaning towards him or they're trying to like make the audience think this is the main character.
So another reason why Ripley being like the main character, the final girl, starting an entire cliche, is that Sigourney Weaver was really not a big person in the acting world. I think they had some other prominent other roles, but nothing super prominent as Alien.
No, no, this definitely started her definitely like had a shift in her career, and I kind of love the way they did it. Hope if it's intentional or not, that they made like you think, okay, not a very like popular actress, so she's gonna die, and then plot twist, she is the final girl, and she is the final girl, and she is the last one alive, killing off all the high rating popular actors.
We are getting our heads off a bit. We are not. They're not supposed to know who's dead yet. So next, after Parker finds just a flamethrower, after Dallas is brutally murdered,
Although,
Lambert.
okay,
Oh,
okay, if you're watching this and haven't seen the movie yet, that's a little weird though. I'm assuming anyone who's watching this has already
this
seen
movie I
Alien.
think is old. So this movie I think is actually older than Russell.
Yeah, well,
Uh,
he's only in his
Russell's
40s.
in his like his. Yeah, then it's definitely older than him, like by 10 years. I was
70s is
thinking the
like
late
60s,
30s,
yeah. 79 was like what, like, oh,
50, the under 50 years ago.
yeah, yeah. So definitely older than him. But yeah, if you haven't seen the movie, I would recommend going and watching it because obviously spoilers.
Yeah, we'll talk about some of the things we dislike later, but overall, it's a pretty good movie.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So now Lambert's trying to get everyone, the remaining crew, to escape in the escape shuttle. But Ripley, who is now in command due to her post, says that it won't be able to support 4 people, and insists on continuing Dallas's plan to flush out the alien and kill it. And during this, trying to help fight the alien, they access Mother, their computer system, where Ripley discovers the crew was awoken and directed the planet because the company ordered Ash, who we're about to find out is a android, to return with the alien and considered the rest of the crew expendable. After this, she confronts Ash, knocks off their head, which reveals that they're an android. Then they reactivate his heads, and he tells him, "Yeah, the company's trying to kill you."
Yeah.
He also info dumps about how the alien's not easily killed, and that he admires it. Like he has an admiration for its strength, I believe, and taunting them that they are basically, what's the word? It's not a swear. Screwed.
There you go. Yeah. Which takes a bit of a turn because at first I was like, Android. Hold up there. But makes me wonder how advanced is this world compared, or is this version of the world compared to ours, to the point where they
I
can
mean, they have spaceships and
space mining.
cryosleep.
Yeah, space mining, cryosleep, and now Dragon Ball androids? Which one is this? Android 19? That's a Dragon Ball reference, if any of you guys didn't know.
I am pretty sure if they're watching us, it's a friend of ours, and they kind of know anime.
Fair enough. Okay, anyways.
Then Ripley shuts down Ash, and then Parker lights his ass up.
Great. That's our one swear for the video.
Oh, crap! I only get one. I was about to say another one.
You're about to say that. I have to edit this. Don't make me censor out half the god freaking video. God damn you, Mark.
And I censor yourself. So the plan they come up with kind of stupid. Um, they just tried to decide to self-destruct the Nostromo and escape in the shuttle, which they just explained wouldn't be able to survive. Supply them, so they gather supplies. But during this, Parker and Lambert are actually killed by the alien.
Yeah.
So Ripley um, starts the self-destruct sequence and then tries to rush the shuttle, but Alien blocks her. But she tries to get away, then shut off the self-destruct, but she fails because no, gotta add suspense. Then she makes it to the shuttle with Jones, the cat, and barely escapes as the ship explodes.
Yes. Yes. I love it when you see that's one thing I don't usually go. Babies and pets are the one thing I'm like, okay, hold on about in horror movies. So glad the cat
Isn't that
survived.
like a way a lot of people like portray characters as evil? They'll hurt or kill small animals,
Yes,
like
that's yes.
pets, like dogs. A
Yes.
good example of this, pardon my weebiness, is the JoJo series.
Mhm. JoJo's
A
Bizarre Adventure.
Yes, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. We'll say part one, for example. Dio, who is the main antagonist, kills Jonathan Joestar's dog, Danny. Not gonna say
Yes.
how because it really sucks,
Mm.
but it's a way. That's a way Araki likes to establish villains is harming animals.
Yeah, yeah. It's a way to establish like or to get because you see something cute and you think, oh, okay, they're not gonna harm it, and it's to like go, whoa, like what's the word I'm looking? Edge off your seat. I think that's not how I
The
gotta word it.
unexpected thing Araki does is in part two, one of the Pillar Men cars actually kills people to save a dog
Hmm. Okay. We should probably get
because
back
he
on track though.
genuinely hates. Yeah, fine, whatever. So
He's
as
being
Ripley's
stigma.
preparing to take a cold nap to go into cryo sleep with Jones, adorable. Discovers that the alien actually stowed itself in like a small little narrow compartment because that thing's like really thin. Like Eddie put up the picture now. Like this thing is really thin, except for that big head. I was trying to say a swear, but I couldn't. Like that head is huge.
Jesus
So then
Christ.
she tosses on a spacesuit and then forces it out the airlock. With the struggling right now is either with the flamethrower or just random objects.
Yeah.
It tries to attack Ripley, but before it can Gibber, she opens up the airlock door,
And whoosh.
and then the decompression sends the alien out of space, but it's hanging onto the door frame. It's like it's barely holding on, and it could very easily get back in because those tanks, even though they're so small, well, small in size, like those things are super tall.
Those things are really
Um,
tall and
it,
really
they're
strong.
just incredibly strong. They can rip a person too.
Yeah.
I think it's because they're kind of biomechanical if you look at them.
Kind of. I don't know if that's supposed to be like how like
They were
physically.
engineered.
Okay. Oh, is that some? Oh, wait,
Um,
wait. Is that revealed
it's
in
in
the first movie?
Prometheus. We won't talk about that. No,
Oh, okay. Spoilers. Thank you.
no
Even I.
problem.
Okay, I've only seen the first movie, so even I'm like, huh.
Yeah, it's like this is one of the few series I've watched that Eddie hasn't. So then she
Yes.
just shoots it with a grappling gun, which I thought was neat, even though they never used it. To shove it out, then she turns on the engines, blasts the alien to space, probably roasting it too. She records her final log entry, and then takes a little nap with her and Jones in the stasis pod.
Yeah. Which is yeah. Love Cat Jones. I love cats. Yes. So
Yeah.
yeah.
So that was Alien. So I enjoyed the later half after the xenomorphs fully um, uh, grown.
Yes. When it gets into the
But both
survival
Eddie and
horror.
I have Yes, but both Eddie and I have agreed. Might just be to the fact we are incredibly brain rotted and need stimulus. The first part of the movie is very dull. There's a lot of building, but it takes a while for it to pay off. The
Yes.
payoff's good, just there's really not much to really keep your interest during it.
You can definitely have like a movie that's like slow, and we'll talk about this earlier when we get to our segment, which talk about what we would change, which is something we do in every podcast episode. But you can have a movie or like a show and anything like that that's slow and but like and like supposed to like build up to a certain peak point of the movie, and stuff would be somewhat interesting. That's just the writing at that point, though. You got to work on.
Yeah. I do want to touch on a couple. One of the actors. I do want to actually talk about the actor who was the xenomorph. Let's see. I can't say his name, but it's Bol Laji Badajo. I can't say it.
We'll put up the name.
But
We'll put up the
it was
picture of
just
his name.
it was this really tall guy, 6'10",
Really
um,
cool.
pretty kind of lanky, and um, made it so that he was a great actor for the alien. I originally thought he was like puppeted,
That's what I
um,
assumed.
but no, like it's an actual actor, which is really cool.
It's really cool. You see, like a lot of the movies back then were like puppeteers, since a lot of those like indie movies. I think like Star Wars, Indiana Jones, or I guess this movie, depending on its budget, right? They're all puppeteers, right? Since the CGI wasn't a thing. But the fact that they got a guy and they handcrafted like the mask, everything for it, from I'm assuming from like movie's mouth and everything was really cool. And that the fact they're able to find a guy that's like
So what
6'10" is
adds
also
to the
impressive.
illusion of it can't be a person in there is um, he's like a very slender guy, and his arms were a bit larger than usual, I believe. So longer, not larger. It looked like his arms were way too long to be like a person in there,
Yeah,
along with the legs.
yeah. Uh, one of the things that I think we should talk about is actual like stages of the alien and like how it really works. I
Before we
think I
touch
don't
on
think we
that,
touched that before.
I'm reading. I just read this when we were preparing. They found him in a bar.
That is
He's
hilarious.
he wa- they found this 26-year-old design student in a bar,
Imagine going to a
and then
bar.
by a member of the casting team who got him in touch with Scott, and Scott's like, "Yo, you'd be great," because like 6'10", I'm lanky.
Yeah.
He's like
Imagine like yeah.
perfect.
Imagine like okay, like his family would have to have must been like, hey, dude, I'm in a movie. Oh my, really? It's so cool. Yeah, what are you in? Yeah, I play an alien. Huh? I'm just in a giant suit and I'm just eating people. Cause funny.
Yeah, pretty funny.
Really cool. Going to a bar and then get hired for a movie. And then an entire series gets based off of it. I'm curious if he's only in that movie or if he comes back for like for Aliens 2 or I haven't seen Aliens 2, so I don't know if the xenomorph is as present or if they're focused on something else. But I'm curious if
Yeah,
that's the
well,
only one he's in. Huh?
sorry, I was reacting to a notification on my phone.
Oh, okay. Anyways, moving on.
All right. So you want to touch on the stage of the alien?
As stages of the alien. I have it up right here, actually. So, okay, so the egg is called the ovomorph. I did not know that.
Um, Ovomorph. Ovo is a part of ovary, which I believe is one ovo meaning because I believe yeah it's Portuguese for egg,
Huh. And ovaries. I feel like
and
ovaries.
morph means to shape, so egg shape.
Oh my god. Oh my god. So cool. Anyways, and the ovomorph hatches, right, and becomes a face hugger. Wants to give your face a nice big hug. Yeah, really get in there. Just like Kane. Right? And then obviously
Uh,
once it Huh? Yeah. And then
did not like
obviously
how you said that.
Oh, why?
I just find face huggers gross, to be honest.
Oh, Mark just is he's a very what's the word I'm looking for? Sensitive on certain things. Anyways,
No, I don't mind the murder. I just really don't like the face hugger bit.
oh come on. You don't like
So
a hug?
basically, not like that. So the eggs actually are kind of alive-ish. They have rudimentary senses that detect heat, and once something hot's brought close to it, the egg will open and wake up the facehugger inside, send it out attached to the nearest
Oh my
face.
God.
Then the gross part is they will send a long tube down your throat,
Yeah, that must not be good. Unless you're Superman. In that case, you're
sending
destined.
down the larva, which the tube also acts as a hose for the facehugger to give you oxygen through, because it also needs you to be alive during this.
In short terms, the facehugger impregnates you.
That's actually the term they use.
Oh, I was just trying to be silly. Yeah. And for
So then, after the incubation period, um, so the chest burster pops out. The chest burster actually, this relates to another one we want to talk on. Um, Takes parts of the DNA of the host and kind of changes how it looks around that.
which I really
So,
love.
touching on the comics real quick, there was one where a facehugger impregnated an ox, and it made a quadrupedal xenomorph. Most
Basically, 4 legs.
are do go quadrupedic, but this was could not go bipedal, which the alien is known to do.
Yeah, yeah, a lot of yeah. The term is called DNA reflux, and it's basically what Doc explained. Actually, one of my favorite parts of the whole like scientific like process, like okay, the xenomorph doesn't have like a certain look. It all depends on what it breeds with.
In rudimentary terms, yeah. The
Yeah.
most basic one is human, that you'll see throughout most of the series. In Alien versus Predator, another series that Russell Egg and I all agree should not have been a crossover.
100%.
There's a thing called a Predomorph, I believe it's called in canon, where it's a predator. It's a Yautja xenomorph, which is actually stronger than other xenomorphs because Yautja are very apex predators. They hunt for sport. They hunt humans and other things. We're not touching on them, but it's a
Um,
stronger xenomorph. It's a great case of the DNA reflux.
ah, yeah. All the yeah, I really like also just kind of looking at it right here. I like that is that I really love the design, like how like okay, like how the chest burster kind of on not chest burster, the face hugger kind of looks like this weird spider tail looking thing. Like it looks very insect
In the
like. Like
tip.
you ever yeah. And chest burster's just a voice crack, just a funky looking snake dude. And then like the alien is like just really cool and scary looking. Like I really love the design.
So,
Props to the
since
design too.
we're starting to move to the alien, let's move on to the actual appearance of all these creatures. So, Eddie, put up an image of the xenomorph.
Go.
So, the xenomorph, when you actually look at it, it doesn't really look quite natural. It looks at its back. It looks like there's pipes coming out of it. It's smooth black. It looks like it has a sheen to it. It does not look like a creature. Um, it looks biomechanical, which for the people who don't know, just kind of living machine.
Yeah. Basically what
Um,
it is.
the head like really long and has a glossy black carapace on it. I think carapace would be the right word in here.
I think
And
so.
then inside the mouth is another smaller mouth. I think the correct term would be prehensile mouth. I can't know.
Maybe? I think so.
I don't want to look it up.
Huh.
And then you see its rib cage, which really weird. It might just be the fact it used the human as its base, so it's kind of looks a bit odd. Then you look down, regular knee structure, regular leg structure. Then you look at the back. There is a tail with what seems to be basically exposed vertebrae, and at the end, a big ass sharp stick,
Yeah.
which is one of its main ways of hurting people. It also has sharp claws in the mouth, of course. In Dead by Daylight, it's actually its special ability. It's a jab that can go over most objects.
Hmm. It's really cool. Yeah.
All right, so
And yeah.
that's about all for um the appearance.
Yeah. I mean like unless you
Anything
want
you
to
want to add
touch
to it?
I don't know. I'm looking at an image right here right now and it's an image of it like kind of crouching down, right? And it really it's the only part of it that kind of looks human almost. The legs and the arms, the only part like okay,
The
is that a
body,
dude? Like
the torso and legs, arms look pretty human.
yeah, it's the
Then the
rest of
rest of it
yeah.
looks really
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah. It kind of
Like the
looks like
back, tail.
that shot. We can't say that.
Censor it.
Please. Yay. Anyways,
I'll
yeah.
get you like a Berber or something to make up for you having censor me.
Okay. Anyways, but yeah,
Berber.
I really like the whole like how like, you can tell okay, it's like a machine thing, like Doc was saying, formed out of the base structure of a man. Which my wife, once again, really big
Ooh,
fan of the
fancy
whole DNA
wording.
flux. I okay. Anyways, all right. Anything else we want to talk about for the alien?
Um, since we're only doing Alien One, we don't know about any other stages of the xenomorph. I know quite a few other forms the xenomorph takes, and its next evolution stage, but we don't want to touch on that yet.
Yeah. If you want us to look at like Aliens and Aliens 3 and all of that, let us know.
Leave
Otherwise,
a
we
comment,
might.
give us engagement. It'd be cool.
Yes. Or any other recommendations for different horror movies or even thriller movies, something like that, or something cool. We'll look at it.
Copyrighted music.
We can't do that. But yeah.
Well, yeah, I know. That's why I said copyrighted music instead of
Uh,
thriller.
oh my God. Okay, so would you like to move on to my favorite part of the episode?
Yes, please.
Yes, please. Okay, so next, right, next is gonna be talking about what to change. Basically, me and Doc will discuss things about the movie that we like to change and make different, but we're not changing the base story or the main plot. We can't. That's the one thing
This
we
will
can't touch.
be a more common thing now because we think it sounds cool.
Yes, we think it's cool. Okay, so Doc, would you like to start?
Yes. So, Eggy and I both agree that the only major flaw this movie has is might be to our brain rotted selves, but the opening part of the movie takes too long to really do much.
Yes, and
It kind of feels like a space odyssey with all the empty you see. Space Odyssey opening minute, I think, is like 5 minutes of just watching a ship move.
yeah,
It is incredibly boring. And then after that, it's talking around, talking on regular chairs that look like big bean bags
pretty
while eating
much.
food. I um, it sets up things well. Just it's really hard to grab attention, especially nowadays where most kids don't have attention span.
Yeah. I've watched a lot of like movies with like slow thing, but it's always some like entertaining dialogue or something like to like keep you like slightly engaged, even just like the main like the plot itself. And so I'm not saying like oh like make the movie more like make it's just too boring for me. It's just very slow, even for a movie that's supposed to start slow. And I understand there will be some haters out there who will be like, or like, oh, well, the movie's supposed to be that way. I know, I really love the tone shift from average work, average day on the job to, oh gosh, I'm gonna die.
Yes, that abrupt tone shift to the rest of the movie is great. The start of the movie really builds up that sense of normalcy. Just I feel like it could be do it faster.
Yeah, Daster or just yeah, a little yeah, just that's pretty much our only thing. Hate on us if you want. I almost said sue us. Don't sue us.
Please don't. I don't have money.
We too broke. Gotta cut that out. Okay.
No, you don't.
Anything else we want to talk about? I have to cut this out. I have to go back and rewatch the audio anyways. I'm gonna have to cut it out anyways.
Yeah, yeah. All right. So this has been your host, Doc.
An egg?
Have a good night.
See you later.